Hi, so today as promised, I'm going to tell you about what happened in, in the show The Simple Life and how one of my scripts got into a court case in California. First season was what it was. The Paris and Nicole were quite difficult. The second season, everybody was to a certain degree kind of tired of each other. It was just a constant battle, and they wanted to, it made sense. They wanted to keep the shooting time down. We wanted to make sure that we got everything we needed so we'd have a complete season. And so I was running the writers at the time, and so we actually went up until this time. All writing in reality TV is done on Word, just as a Word document. But we got to the point where the Nicole and Paris were being so handled that we actually started writing scripts for them. Paris walks into the house. Paris, I just got back. Nicole, it's good to see you again. We have lunch in an hour. I mean, we were literally writing actual scripts to the point where I actually went out and got final draft for all the writers to work with, because we were writing legitimate actual scripts. And so the season went through and everything was fine. And this was just, this was at the beginning of when reality TV just went completely overboard and became completely faked in every way, shape, and form. No matter what they say, everybody is, I used to call it spiking the punch. Making sure that we get a good episode every week. It's just too expensive to do it any other way. Anyway, so my life went on. I went on to other shows, Gene Simmons, a bunch of others, Big Brother, and one day I'm at the Writers Guild at some meeting, and a guy comes up to me and he says, hey, he goes, I don't think you know this. I'd introduced myself at the meeting. He said, I don't know if you know this, but one of your scripts is actually in a court case in Sacramento. And I'm like, what the heck is that all about? And well, at this point, the Writers Guild was really fighting with the producers and the studios, because they were saying, listen, these guys are actual writers. And the studios and the producers were trying to pretend, oh, no, they're just producers and they don't do any writing other than just some notes. And so what better way to prove it? I don't know how they got a hold of it, but what better way to prove it than to find an actual script written on final draft, just like it was a movie or an actual TV, a legitimate sitcom. And so it ended up in court. I never heard how the court case turned out. I assume not that well, because even to this day, the writers in reality TV are not given the money that they're due. And anyway, so that's just a fun story of how an innocent script ended up in a court case in Sacramento. I just wrapped chapter 4 of Kill Shot. Be sure to keep track. I'm trying to launch 1 or 2 chapters a week, and we'll talk to you guys soon.